Welcome back to another Tea with Tiff. This video is going to be sort of a chatty episode about my latest journaling and planning shenanigans and my thoughts on the Hobonichi launch, what I am planning for 2026, and some of my favorite fall finds for this season. Today I have with me this gorgeous Royal Albert, and I forgot the name. I think it's called Spring Garden or something like that. My memory escapes me. But this one I picked up, I think later of last year at one of my local thrift stores, and I really love it. When I saw it, I just really loved the florals and the green and pink color palette, and there's a little bit of a periwinkle color there, and I think it is just the most prettiest design. There's nothing on the inside. It has a gold rim, and yeah, this is not really a tea cup and saucer like the traditional sense. This I think is meant more for a larger, I guess, coffee mug or something like that, but it is shaped like a tea for tea because it is a little steep, it's taller, and what I've read is that those ones are meant for steeping tea due to the height of the cup versus those wide rims for coffee. So yeah, I really love this, and I'm glad to showcase this in this episode. And a little shout out to my little scary bear here. This is, well, not so scary bear from Hobonichi. I have all my Hobonichi weeks at the back, and I just wanted to share with you my collection. I will be drinking this instant masala chai tea that I recently picked up from Muji. It's actually my go-to currently. I love it so much. I've been drinking it this week. It's such a nice pick-me-up, especially in the autumn season, which we are starting now. So let's pour some tea. This is a pretty large teacup for a vintage mug. Okay, I'm gonna take a sip. It's so tasty. I also have with me some chips here because sometimes you just want, I don't know, sometimes I really crave salty snacks and like the crunch. And I know it's not healthy, but as long as, you know, we have a well-rounded diet, I think sometimes it's okay to indulge in some unhealthy snacks. You can get carrots if you want, of course. Okay, so here I made a list of what I wanted to talk about. So about the Hobonichi launch, I hope you were able to get everything that was on your wish list if you decided to order on launch day. And for those who didn't choose to order on launch day, congratulations. It wasn't easy, but I know there are some of you who did a vote on my Instagram, and it turns out to be about 50-50 in terms of participation in the Hobonichi launch. So it's been about a week now since the Hobonichi day, and after I did my last video, which is the exercise I did by cutting all of the covers I might get out and sticking it in my planner as I did here. It's funny, this exercise really helped me to really curb any impulses that I had. I really had an impulse to buy the quilt cover, I had an impulse to buy the Liberty Fabrics Shasha Kiora cover and in the Hon. I also had an impulse to get the Forest Weeks, or I think it's called, no, it's Antique Green, and the Too Light Botany cover. And those were really impulses, but what I realized is that after waiting a day or two, even 3 days, the feeling sort of subsided. Although I still believe these are great covers to get, but for me, my impulses really died down, and then I was able to think more critically about my shopping choices. I would say not acting on ordering a launch day. It gave time for the guilt to set in and also the impulse to die down. And I think that really helped me really tone down my wish list. Right now, I know I still only need 1 Hobonichi Weeks. I'm really leaning towards I forgot the name, but it's the calligraphy one that is so pretty. There's something really raw about that writing, and I think I need that energy in my life, and that's what I love about it. And so that's on top of my list. But I also really, really like the Antique Green. That one just also calls out to me, but I don't know if I want just a solid cover, like a color weeks. And I think the calligraphy is a little bit more fun and feels more refreshing to me. So that's where I'm at with the weeks. And then for my A6, I was really debating if I really even needed an A6 for next year. But if I really, really want the robot, so hey, little bear. So I even think that I can use the A6 as morning pages. So I was thinking of getting the Han for that reason, but I don't know. I'm still a little bit indecisive when it comes to the A6, but I know I will be making a decision between the A6 Avec or the Hone, and I'm leaning more towards the Avec as stated, like the reasons I stated in my previous video, because it's thinner and I can put it in other covers. I was also thinking of getting, what do you call it? The A6 lined notebook, which is this blue cover. I think that would be great for morning pages because I'm trying to start the Artist's Way because it's been sitting on my desk for over a year. I think over a year, definitely. And I think it's time. And I think since, I'm thinking, what am I going to do with an A6? I think I will be also getting the plain, sorry, my mind is a little bit jumbled as usual. I will be getting, I think, the plain lined notebook because in the exercises, it states that, write at least 3 pages. And I think it's going to be good to do the morning pages in that sort of notebook with no dates, so I can write as much as I want or as little as I want. So that would work along with my Avec A6 sandwiched in like a cover, like this Alatone cover. This gray one is really growing on me. I know I did say it's plasticky, but I am willing to give it a try for the price. So that is pretty much all on my list. I was really close to putting in this, this cover, the Olive Grove cover, along with the new cover-on-cover design, has been making its way in and out of my wish list and back in and out multiple times this week. But I really am trying to curb any impulses and really figure out which one I want. I just want one cover, not two. So it's either this Alatone or the Olive Grove. So yeah, that is pretty much where I am at. I might add on extra accessories depending, you know, how I feel at the time when I do order. So I'm feeling a lot better regarding my Hobonichi wish list. So, and I'm so happy to actually check out all the Japanese unboxings and all the hauls, you know, that I've seen, because people are actually able to go in the store and pick up their Hobonichis. So that is pretty cool. Yeah, so the bear, if it wasn't for, I have to be honest, if it wasn't for the robot this year that they came out with, I probably wouldn't order directly from Hobonichi, because this is actually around $70 Canadian. People are selling this for $50 plus for the bear, not the bear, the robot plus the free pen. And I have seen that on eBay, and that is pretty scary. And I'm just, I don't know, I don't want to deal with, you know, looking for a robot, because I think people are already putting dibs with other people already in the community, which is great. But I don't, like, I think if I can order directly, then I will do that. What else is next on my list? Fall has been my favorite season for the last several years, and I love the colors. I've grown to really appreciate the change in seasons, although I don't like it when it's drastically cold all of a sudden. And I can see us getting there here in Toronto pretty soon, getting to, like, you know, 10 degrees pretty fast, probably next week. I like it when the air is a little bit more crispier, and people just generally calm down. I think anytime when the temperature goes a little cooler, I think time slows down a little bit, and I don't know, I can't explain it. It just feels like in the summer, it just feels like there's so much energy around, but for autumn, I feel like things are a little bit calmer. So recently I made my way to Michael's craft store, and I found that they had a sale going on, and it was for all the new fall decor and accessories, and I absolutely love it. It is, let me go get it. I found this really cute vintage inspired maple leaf frame inside this frame, and it's by the brand Ashland. And these were like, all the Ashland accessories and decor were 2 for $20, and that I think is a great deal, because regular price, I think this was like $20 per item. But yeah, like this would be so cute somewhere near my journaling nook. This was the last one in the store, so if you're into this stuff, I would suggest going to check it out before they're all gone. They had these candles, and it was like made to look like an apple pie and like different foods, and it just looked so cool, and it took all of me to not just grab one and take it home with me. And then I found this really cute woodland creature, and I don't know, I think it's a little squirrel, and he's like reading a little book in his mushroom nook. And how cute is this? Yeah, this was also the last one, and it was so cute. I couldn't help it. So he's going to be sitting right on my desk in the corner reading his little journal. Yeah, so cute, and he's wearing little glasses. So yeah, this one I couldn't pass up. It was so cute. So that is what I got from Michael's for fall decor. And then on a separate trip, I went back and I saw these on sale. These are from Michaels. They are the brand Craftsmith, and these were on sale too, surprisingly. These are huge scrapbooking cardstock pages, and they were so cute. I couldn't pass them up, and they're so pretty. These were 2 for $20. And they have like a lot of like fall themes in here. And look at that really cute houndstooth pattern. Totally got me with that. And little acorns. And so yeah, so I can't wait to use these on top of like a notebook, like my Hobonichi. I like to decorate my Hobonichi covers with like cool fun papers. Sometimes in between these pages, like I did here for that, is part of that kit. So now that brings me into my pocket planner. My pocket planner I have really enjoyed, and my next step is to sort of decorate it with more of a fall theme, because as you can see, I have a very like bright spring summer theme going on, and I really want to get some like fall ephemera. So I am waiting for some in the mail. I found some really cool looking ephemera and from, I believe, a seller on eBay, or was it Etsy? I think it was Etsy, but I'm waiting for that to come in. And I'm also waiting for a Filofax. So I noticed that this is a yellow, very mellow yellow, which I love. That nothing's going to change that. But I do want to try out more like darker colors, I guess. I change planner covers like seasonally, and I like to change it up. So it's a little dangerous, this mindset. You completely don't have to do that. It's really just a personal preference. So this is my Filofax Finsbury, and I bought this probably close to 7 years ago. And this is the only Filofax pocket that I have. And this is from when I was in rings. And this is still in great condition. I do not plan on selling it, but I do have a Filofax from the 80s coming to me, and I'm very excited. I got it for a pretty good price. It was, you know, around $100 Canadian, including shipping. So to me, that is a pretty good deal for something that's still in really good condition. And I really want to compare this leather, which I'm not very happy with at all. It feels like cheap leather. It's very like thin, and it's not squishy. So I'm not really fond of this leather. And I have been constantly hearing good things about vintage Filofax. I don't know when it's going to get here because it's coming from the UK. So I think it's going to be a few weeks before I get it in my hands. I think I saw a post on Reddit that the new Finsbury is even worse than the old Finsbury leather. So that's my update for my rings. So one thing I almost forgot to mention is these inserts I got from Amazon Japan. These are Japanese inserts from the brand Loveleaf. They are a little bit more longer than your typical Filofax pocket sizes. And so that's why it kind of like, you see here, it kind of like sticks out a little bit. So because of that, I am probably not going to purchase my inserts from Amazon Japan, and I might just find printables and then just, you know, download them and just cut them myself. Currently I'm having 4 days on 2 pages, and I think that's a little too much. I don't need that much. I'm looking for more of like a week on the left and then like a blank page on the right. So I think that's what I'll do for next year. I think Plotter makes something like that, so, but I'm not sure, but I will have to check around. So staying on the topic of autumn, I was sent over this really cute and beautiful, gorgeous fall burgundy bag from Teddy Blake. So thank you, Teddy Blake, for sending me this. But I love this bag, and they wanted me to, you know, just quickly share with this on my channel. They has provided a discount code below. This is the small size, and it fits all my essentials, and it makes a perfect fall bag for evening, going out, and anytime when I want to like sort a bag that's a little bit more dressy. I think this is perfect. And it comes with this cute adjustable shoulder strap, and I just love this color. I think it's perfect for fall, which is why I agreed to do this collab. It really fits everything, really. I have my umbrella, I have my keys in here, sunglasses, and hand sanitizer, all of that good stuff all fits in here. Even I tried this, also fits in there. So yeah, and I like to just leave it open like that. I think it looks better. So yeah, I'm really loving this bag. And yeah, that's also, I think I really love a good fall bag. I've always liked carrying a red small bag for autumn. I feel like the color really pops, and yeah, I'm glad to add this to my collection. With every tea with Tiff, I try to share my recent vintage finds, and the recent find is this really beautiful glass tray, I guess. I'm not sure what this is, but when I saw this, I just had to have it. This is perfect for putting fountain pens and even washi tape. So I think I'll be using it for either of these. Some PET tape. Isn't that cute? Oh my gosh. I really, really love it. And it's perfect for washi tape. And yeah, I just love the look of it. It just, even for as a pen tray, I think it would work wonders. Just like on your desk, it makes a nice, you know, decor like that. So yeah, that is my latest find. I almost forgot. I wanted to show you my covers of my Hobonichis. Just set you down there. Okay, so I have one Hobonichi Weeks missing, and that is a blue one. I lost it in my parents' basement, and it's from 2016, which is when I first started Hobonichi. And yeah, so that's when I found Hobonichi and Traveler's Notebook, that sort of timing, I guess. So yeah, I'm sad about that, but what can we do? I'm grateful that I have all of these left. So this one is the baguette. I really, really have fond memories using this. It's so pretty. I will show you. There's one bread that is bitten into, and then there's one more at the back. And it's so cute, and I remember just being so happy with this cover. I love the brown and against the yellow. This is the bow and tie for 2017. And yeah, I was using this pretty well in 2017. And then this one was a huge failure for me, but it does remain very special. This is the 2018 Loft anniversary, 30th anniversary special edition that I picked up directly when I first visited Japan. So picked this up in 2017 in November at Loft. it myself and then came back, forgot all about it, and did not even use it except I think one page. This was a huge failure, but it's so special to me. Oh, what is that? Okay, so it has something on the back, and yeah, I really am sad I did not utilize this to my best ability. I don't know what happened, but I might have been using another planner. So I will most likely repurpose this as something. This is actually the Mega as well, so it's a little thicker. Yeah, so I definitely want to utilize this as something. I just don't know what yet. And yeah, I know I will always keep this in my collection because it's very sentimental. And then this is my favorite of favorite Hobonichi week cover. This is 2021. I don't know what happened. Like I think 2018, 2019 I did not buy weeks. 2020, I think I didn't either. I think it was because of the guilt of not filling out the 2018 one. So I don't know what exactly happened, but I did not purchase a weeks until 2021. I love the Makino cover. This is scientific drawings. He's, I think, the Japanese godfather of botany, I think. And he drew so many of these diagrams and discovered a lot of species of plants. So yeah, it's really, really pretty, and I'm a huge fan of his drawings. And yeah, I did use this pretty well because I just loved it. I loved the cover. Really enjoyed using this and looking at this throughout the whole year. And then 2022, I believe they came out with another one, I think, but it was like more like black and white, I think, which I wasn't as fond of. So 2021, that's 2021, and then 2022 is this beautiful Liberty Fabrics, and this is gorgeous. Look at that. Really drew me in with this fabric. Oh, I didn't show you this one, but that one's only half of it almost. And yeah, this was so pretty. I loved it. And yeah, I was in this fully as a planner for 2022. So this one went pretty well too. I love these two covers. This is my favorite. But the one they came out with last year, I regret not getting because I really love that too. And then, I don't know, this one, 2023, I don't know. I think without the clear cover, it doesn't look as enticing. It's a bit plain, honestly. It's nice. It's a nice paper texture, but it's not very as tactile to the touch. I guess if that makes sense. It doesn't give you much texture. So it wasn't as appealing. And then when I put the cover on, I think it looks a lot better, but it just felt very plasticky. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I love this clear cover on cover, and it's from, I think, 2018 or 19. But yeah, this one I did not do very well, unfortunately. So that was 2023. And then 2024, I love this artwork. The Hiroko Kubota. I sorry if I mispronounced that. Hiroko Kubota, yeah. This is I forgot what this night scene, what it's called, but it has like this iridescent like shine to it with the stars and a little moon and a cat and a fox. I love this artwork. It's really, really got me for 2024, and absolutely love this one. And I was not in it for the whole year, but I really enjoyed it. And yeah, I was hoping for something similar like this, but yeah. But the only thing I don't like is that the cover is high gloss, and yeah, you can see a lot of marks on it after a while. Definitely a lot of scuffs here and there. And then, so now that brings me to 2025. This one is so beautiful. This is a shirt fabric. I really like this. This is my violin journal and my violin notes tracker. I started tracking my violin in here in the later half, which is when I started, later half of 2024. And as you can see, I tracked my violin shopping. I tracked my rentals, the different models, the different sounds that I experimented with, notes from my teacher, from my private lesson, and all of that. So then I continued for this one as well. And I really like how I decorated this. This is actually my violin here in this photo. And I really like it. I like how I decorated this. So this is going to be going into 2026 with me. Once I start up lessons again, I will be bringing this and making notes, because if I don't write it down, I'm going to forget what I need to work on, and I need to track my progress. So that's what this is for. And yeah, I think I'm really liking the design of this as a more of a classical instrument journal. So yeah, that's where I am at. I really enjoy the sit down chatty videos. So if you enjoyed this, feel free to like and subscribe if you haven't, so you don't miss another one of these videos. And if you have any questions about anything that I have mentioned today, feel free to leave a question down below and I will get back to you. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to finish my tea now, and probably I should definitely finalize my Hobonichi order, and I will catch you guys in the next one.